I was watching the Ray J, Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay interview, and I found myself having like a relatability with Ray J that I don't know if it's a good thing or not. Like,
it's definitely not. I might need to divorce you.
Like, I know Ray J has had his questionable actions and things of that nature.
He pushed his wife into a pool.
That was staged.
Camera.
He talked about that. He said that was kind of in grounds of what they were trying to accomplish there.
Okay.
So it wasn't like he was trying to abuse her to do that. He spoke on a lot of shit. Like, he even talked about him actually, he said this a while back, like 2013 when this happened, 2013, 14. He had apartments that I don't know if he either purchased from Donald Sterling or he was in business with Donald Sterling with, that he said he was going to sell. Unfortunately, he couldn't really speak about it. He said that the statute limit, whatever was going on.
Statute of limitations.
I don't think it was statute of limitations because it's not like a legal shit. It's more like the agreement of, you know, how long you can wait to talk about, you know, certain deals and things like that were still in play. Mm-hmm. So he couldn't really kind of go break down to detail. But it was, man, it sounded like it was something real interesting there because it seemed like he really wanted to talk about why he got rid of those apartments. But no, the thing that I kind of...
Ray J is one of the most interesting people on the face of this planet.
It really was. Like, the thing that I really related to him about was he talked about, like, his relationship a lot with Brandy. It's obviously because this nigga Shannon Sharp kept asking everything about Brandy. Like, it was just Brandy this, Brandy... Like, it was a Ray J interview about Brandy. But he talked about, you know, the fact that...
Because Shannon Sharp is the worst interviewer.
Well, hold on. We'll get into that in just a moment. I want to talk about this part, though, because I really felt this kind of like what he was talking about, how, you know, he was really close with his sister growing up. And as they kind of grew older, they end up kind of growing apart because a lot of things that they value were different. Mm-hmm. And the kind of thing that the way they wanted to have their success be known and their persona to be seen around everyone, like that kind of pushed them away from each other. To the point that they're not as close as they used to be.
Does he mean like around his like Love and Hip Hop or like reality show
just
era?
All his choices. You got him with the tape with Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
To just how he operates with his business, the people who he associates with, you know, Suge Knights, the Snoops, all of those individuals who he's brought himself around. He's also brought himself with the image, and she's kind of, you know, have her own image. And like I could just feel that because I've gone through something similar like that.
Ray J is interesting and Brandy can sing.
No, I mean,
like, I take Ray J over Brandy any day at this point.
No, I'm just saying you don't really get this because you don't have siblings. But what I'm just saying is like just to see how that connection with a sibling can change over time. It was just wild to kind of just see that because I could just see a lot of that relationship that he was talking about in the relationships that I've had with siblings. So it's like it was like, damn, like it's
you
just
feel
wild.
like you've grown like not as close to your siblings as you get older.
Yeah, I mean, especially like when we're younger, and it was like they kind of looked at me more as like a, you know, they were like a parent kind of thing. Not more so just a bigger sister, but someone
his siblings looked at him as like they were parents because they have way too big of age gaps.
Yeah, it's not way, but it's substantial.
Unusually large for siblings. They need to understand like why you're.
Yeah, it's a substantial. It's 15, 13 years
substantial.
Different. But no, just like I said, I could feel that where that connection just dissipates, where it's like you've chosen for your life to go and look like this, and I have chosen for my life to look like this, and there gets to a point where we both can't coexist anymore, fundamentally. Like, it just becomes that, where it's like our relationship can't exist the way that it did in the past because they bump heads fundamentally. You're an adult now, I'm an adult now.
We have different morals.
We have
different understandings. Yeah, different ways of like raising our children. This and that.
So it just
a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, so it's just a lot of stuff that kind of comes into back, and I just felt that because I've experienced something like that.
I never thought about that. I'm an only child.
That's what I'm saying. You don't see it in that regard.
I have myself to think about. That's it.
You've done such a great job with that.
I have. Oh my God, I think about myself on a regular basis.
But no, it was just crazy to see that, and like I said, it was just wild that I was just able to. Someone who I can agree that I've made fun of, probably just Ray J, just some of his antics and some of the choices that he's made. I mean, he's done some goofy shit.
No, he's goofy as fuck, but I feel like he's gonna 50 Cent us eventually. Like, it's gonna be like, I mean, I don't think being stupid for a reason.
I don't think that I said anything out of bounds. It was just I just made jokes about some of the shit that he did. Like, it was in bounds.
Make funnable.
Yeah, like he breeds that. That's something kind of like what he's about, is just kind of being that open market, kind of like how Alvin was with us when he watched our videos.
Yeah.
Like he understands there's a dynamic that kind of has to go back and forth, and to have that relationship.
You know what you making.
Yeah. We know what's going on. And just to say that a lot of the business things that he did, I do feel like he was capping with the Raycon, conversation, because he talking about he sold all of his shares and he wanted to get into another business and everybody was going their separate ways. Nah,
when he was on the Breakfast Club and he was talking about Raycon, he made it seem like Raycon just wanted to go a separate way.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody sells all their shares and everything's good. You sell all your shares because it's some BS going on between y'all. Y'all not
definitely. He made it seem like Raycon just wanted to go a separate way, and he had no choice in the matter.
Yeah, I mean, when he said
because
it here
he never was an owner in anything. Like he was just like
he had shares of the company, but
he had shares, and he was like a figurehead, but like he wasn't like a majority shareholder or anything like that. He didn't have power.
Yeah, no, that was always the kind of the thing, because his name was Raycon with it. I think they were just kind of incorporating that. And to me, what I kind of saw there was they got with somebody who, while they were trying to, they were desperate, trying to get their tech up, and they got with someone who was going to be able to fund them capital and also give them some type of legitimacy in a field, not even necessarily their field, but in a field where they could market at. And that's just kind of where it transpired to, because you just see the Raycon stuff in everybody's YouTube videos for a while. Like the Raycon clips were going crazy.
Kenny JD still regularly has Raycon as her sponsor, even after Ray J left. Shout out to you. You're my favorite YouTuber, bitch. You can do that.
So no, I'm saying like to kind of get into the criticisms into Shannon's interviewing style, the one thing I didn't like is he kept asking him about other people. Like, what was it like being cool with 50 Cent? What was it like being cool with Floyd Mayweather?
Because Shannon Sharp has a very low IQ, and he cannot generate complex questions that will lead to interesting conversations in his head, other than what the fuck the cards have to say. So when somebody says something and he naturally just has to ask a next question, it's going to be basic as shit. Oh, how was that?
I know. I will say the questions that he had, because he even brought up the Donald Sterling stuff. The questions that he had were good questions, but it's just the ones that he could actually talk about were what is this being this person, being with this person. He, like I said, he handled it gracefully. Like, even when he made jokes about the Kim Kardashian shit, he really came kind of like to terms and was like, bro, like the joint really didn't come.
I watched this interview.
It was good. He was just like I had to come with terms with, like, my kids have to experience this at some point in life. And
as a man, you never think about the fact that your kids are going to have to see that eventually.
Yeah.
Your kids are going to have to see your rock hard dick on camera.
Now, they don't have to see it, but they probably will see it.
Oh, your kids will see you penetrating somebody else on camera.
Because that was, like I said, they even noted that was like the highest rated tape ever.
Yeah.
And so, like, they was able to
just
get all
off
that.
Pure, just, the hype around it.
Yeah, just how everything that was going on. But like I said, Shannon did, when he was asking questions about Ray J, they were good questions about Ray J. I just felt like he kept trying to ask about other people. It's like, bro, we talking to Ray J right now. Like, keep everything
Ray J
focused.
is mad interesting.
Yeah, but to be fair, and I kind of saw a little bit, I kind of related to this too, like, where it's like, you kind of, his claim to fame kind of is being associated to everybody around him. Like, it wasn't like he was a crazy good actor. He wasn't a crazy good artist. Like, he was decent enough in everything. But
That's
it is
the thing.
The people around him, the people he was able to associate, was kind of like his claim to fame.
I never said this whole time, was I saying that Ray J is talented? No, I was saying that Ray J is interesting.
Yeah, and I'm saying he's able to get around people that are making movers and shakers.
He says things that are funny and like, he's just, when you think about Ray J as a whole person, it's like an enigma. It's like it's just like, how did this happen? How does he keep getting into these spaces with these people? What the fuck does Ray J have on these people? What type of juice does he have? What type of magic does he have? What is going on with Ray J?